Am I hating the current season of Flash? Yes. Like, oh boy. There's a part of me that's just like, Barry Allen, you are a fucking hypocrite. Across the board 100%. It's like, you've spent the last 4 seasons like rewriting timelines, creating random crap, like doing random things, beating the crap out of your entire team to basically either save Iris, keep Iris safe, get Iris from somewhere, snatch Iris back from something. And like the second Chillbane wants to do the same thing for Caitlyn, you have like this major issue with it. I didn't even like the way in which he handled the whole Caitlyn situation at the end of last season, where he super speeds into the thing, doesn't listen to anything that she has to say, like doesn't take her feelings into account or her outlook on basically her life and Frost. None of that into account. He's just like, you're trying to bring her back? That's evil. Super electricity vibrate. Come on. Like, I feel as though with the relationship that both him and Caitlyn have had, where he's known her for so many years, that he would have at least sat down. Like, I wouldn't even sat down. Like, I would have snatched Caitlyn's ass up and super sped her over to Cisco and sat her down in a chair and sat Cisco down in another chair and get the original gang together and sat down. I'm like, we need to talk because she wants to bring back Frost. I think this is a horrible idea. And I'm bringing you in. Like, I'm calling an audible, Cisco. I need your help. Talk some sense into her, or let me know if I'm crazy and should be doing everything it takes to basically bring Frost back. But making that decision on his own is what basically led to this situation now. And I'm not gonna fake, I like the situation for what it is. I believe that the writers have been doing the women of this show a disservice. All of them. All of them. Every single woman on this show has been done a disservice by the writers. I'm talking Iris, I'm talking Patty, I'm talking Caitlyn, I'm talking Frost, I'm talking I don't remember her name, but I can friggin' see her. The new chick that Allegra, the one who's in the Chester. Look, we know what I'm talking about here. There'll be a picture somewhere. That's who I'm talking about. But especially Caitlyn's character has been handled really bad, where I really feel as though for those first few seasons, well, no, for season 1, Caitlyn was hung up on Ronnie, right? That is something that until the end of last season, Caitlyn has not gotten over. She is still hung up on the fact that Ronnie died. Every other person got a character arc that took them to someone else and gave them some level of happiness. Now, some would say, well, what about Jay? What about Jay? Jay was a good distraction, but then he turned out to be a supervillain. So of course, that wasn't going to work. But then, nothing else really happened for Caitlyn's character where Caitlyn herself developed. What I mean by that is, Killer Frost happened. And at first, I preferred the dynamic of Caitlyn and Killer Frost basically sharing a body, where they basically both had to learn how to coexist, respect each other's boundaries, respect each other's privacy. It gave Caitlyn something more to do. She was a member of the team, yes. She was in the lab doing her tech thing, yes. But when she needed to throw down, she was out there in the field. She was out there dealing with her emotions, trying to like hold back so that she didn't harm anybody, attempting to basically make amends from when Savitar got his hooks into her and almost turned her into a supervillain as well. That was good. I like that. But then, when they separated Caitlyn and Killer Frost and turned them both into their own characters, something weird happened. Killer Frost got all of the emotional arc that Caitlyn was supposed to get, and Caitlyn went back to her season 1 arc, where it's just like she's in the lab. She's depressed. She's sad. There's really nothing for her character to do. She's basically just a tech person for Team Flash. And it's like, why? At that point in time, I would have honestly preferred they hadn't separated Caitlyn and Killer Frost, and he just basically combined both the personalities and made Khione. Like, Khione's the perfect, in my opinion, fresh start, where she's not held down by any of the baggage of Caitlyn. Like, No Ronnie, no duty to the team, no duty to the Flash, no duty to Barry, none of that. She's free to explore her own interests and find out what she enjoys and find love and basically experience life. At the exact same time, like I said earlier, I said that they did people dirty. Killer Frost, that entire arc that they put her on towards the end of the last season that led to her death, in all honesty, made no sense whatsoever. Was it cool watching her zip around Central City as with the Speed Force, with the Frost powers while fighting Deathstorm? Absolutely. Friggin' loved it. It was awesome. Why was it her character? Like, why? Why was it her character? If anything, the entire Deathstorm arc would have been a really great time to bring Ronnie Raymond back as Firestorm and have him and Caitlin, now that he was no longer bonded to the Matrix, ride off into the sunset. But that's not what happened. It's not what happened at all. And the Flash continues to frustrate me because every single year I feel as though they look at one character and they go, we're gonna give this character the shaft. And I'm just like, why? There's no reason for it. Like, all of this arc, everything, should have belonged to Caitlin Snow. Like, Caitlin should have been dealing with her dual personality of being both Frost and being Caitlin. They should have came together. She should have been able to move past Ronnie, accepted her role as a hero, accepted her life as a meta. Meet Chobane, a guy who's completely opposite of Ronnie. He's not a tech guy, he's not smart, but he loves you with his heart. And then create a relationship with Chobane. Then, if you wanted to, you could have a situation where Caitlin / Killer Frost, then she dies. There's no one person dies, the other one lives. She passes away. And then Chobane this season is doing everything in his power to essentially bring her back because of the way in which her metagenes work. But no, we did not get that. We got a fresh start with a new character, and I'm happy for this new character. I can only hope that Khione goes off into the Flash universe and is like, you know what? I don't want to live in Central City anymore. I'm taking my ass to Star City, or I'm going to Metropolis, or I'm going somewhere that is not here so that I can meet somebody and live my life and just chill away from all of this madness and all of this bad writing. Am I right? Am I wrong? I think I'm right. But let me know what you think. Comment down below. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe and share, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.